All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah, great to be here.
We love digging into the data,
Oh, absolutely.
and today's no exception, right? We are talking about renewable energy.
Huge topic right now.
Business opportunities, it's obviously a growing field, and we want to sort of figure out, where the puck is going, as they say, right?
Where's the smart money going?
That's right. So we found this report
Mm-hmm.
called Texto Colado, and it kind of lays out 5 different business ventures that they think are going to be, you know, big in the coming years.
Not just big. I think the key takeaway here is that they're saying these are higher than average probability of success.
Exactly.
These aren't just like any old business idea in renewables. These are the ones they're saying like these have got legs.
So we're going to go through those 5 today.
Should we list them out first or just dive right in?
Yeah, why don't we just, real quick, just hit the 5 areas so people know what they're in for.
All right, so we got solar panel installation, which is, kind of the classic. Then we're going to talk about EV charging stations, obviously huge.
Huge.
Then energy storage solutions. That's where it gets really interesting.
That's the one I'm kind of most curious about, to be honest with you.
Yeah, me too. And then kind of going a little outside the box, renewable energy consulting.
Yeah.
And then finally, we'll wrap up with battery recycling.
Okay, so let's kick things off with solar panel installation.
Right.
Now I feel like you see solar panels everywhere,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Is this really still like a hot opportunity?
It is, and here's why Texto Colado really emphasizes this. I mean, we all know solar panels have gotten cheaper, incentives are great. But what's interesting is the successful players are moving beyond just panels.
Oh, really? Okay.
They're becoming full-service energy solution providers. So think about it. They're partnering with manufacturers to offer financing.
Okay.
They're doing maintenance. They're even bundling in battery storage. We're going to talk about that later.
So it's kind of like, when you go to buy a car and they're like, well, we'll give you the,
A whole package.
the whole package, the extended warranty and all that stuff.
It's that same idea. You're not just selling the car, you're selling the whole driving experience.
I like that.
And that's what Texto Colado is saying is really working in this space. It's about being that one-stop shop, making it super easy for the customer.
So even though it's a crowded market, this is how you can stand out.
Exactly. They're saying you can really differentiate yourself, and they're estimating an ROI of 2 to 3 years, which is pretty good.
Wow. So you could recoup your investment pretty quickly.
Relatively quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking, $50,000 to $150,000 investment.
Okay, that's not nothing.
That's not nothing, but it's also not, millions of dollars.
Exactly. And for a 2 to 3 year ROI, that's pretty attractive.
Okay, so you're telling me I could be, sitting on a beach somewhere.
Sipping margaritas.
Yeah, powered by my own solar empire in a couple of years.
That's the dream, right?
All right, that sounds pretty good.
Hmm.
But let's move on to something else that I think is super hot right now, electric vehicles.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this market is exploding, and
Yeah.
it just seems like, charging stations, that's got to be a huge opportunity.
It is, I mean, think about it. It's like the early days of the internet.
Okay.
Everyone knew it was the future, right? But
Yeah.
the infrastructure wasn't there yet. EV charging stations. That's the infrastructure.
It's that missing piece.
Exactly. And Texto Colado is emphasizing that this is where the huge potential is.
But I do have to say, technology moves so fast these days.
That's the catch.
What's cutting edge today is outdated tomorrow.
Exactly.
Right.
So Texto Colado is recommending that you focus on modular charging systems.
Okay.
Think future-proofing.
So you can upgrade it?
You can upgrade it easily as technology changes.
Okay, that's smart.
And then the other thing is location, location, location.
Makes sense.
You want to be in those high traffic areas, both urban and suburban. That's where the demand is.
Yeah, I mean, that makes total sense. The more cars, the more people need to charge them.
Exactly. And they're estimating a 3 to 4 year ROI on this one, a little bit longer. But the investment is a bit higher, too, $100,000 to $500,000.
Okay, so
Wow.
a little bit more risk, but potentially a little bit bigger reward.
Exactly. Now, that's to get into the EV charging game. But think about all these electric vehicles.
Yeah.
All this electricity that we're going to need. Where is it going to come from?
Right. That's the point.
That brings us to energy storage.
Okay, this is the one I'm really excited to hear about.
Yeah, this is where it gets fascinating because we can generate all the solar and wind power we want.
Yeah.
But if we can't store it efficiently,
It's useless.
it's a problem. And Texto Colado is saying this is where some of the biggest profits are
Really?
because the technology is advancing so rapidly and the need is only going to increase.
So are we talking about those giant batteries you see out in the desert or something?
Exactly, those utility scale batteries and also smaller scale solutions for homes and businesses.
Uh-huh.
It's all about advanced battery technology. That's the key. And the report is highlighting that one of the big advantages here is the potential for long-term contracts with utility companies.
Oh, okay, so you've got like a steady revenue stream.
Exactly. Stable, predictable income. And of course, there are challenges rapidly evolving. Technology competition's fierce, but the ROI is pretty attractive 3 to 5 years with an investment of $200,000 to $500,000.
Okay, so it's not, a small investment,
Not insignificant, but again, big potential.
but big potential.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so for our listeners out there who maybe aren't, engineers or don't want to, you know, deal with hardware and stuff,
Yeah.
what about the consulting side of things? Texto Collado talks about renewable energy consulting as like a lower barrier to entry.
Absolutely. I mean, as more businesses and governments are embracing sustainability, they need guidance.
That's right.
You're the expert who comes in and helps them figure out how to transition to renewables.
Okay.
You're helping them choose the right technology, you're helping them secure funding, you're navigating all the complexities.
So you don't necessarily need to be like a tech whiz.
You need to understand the industry, but you don't have to be the one building the solar panels.
Okay.
And what's great about this is low initial investment.
Okay.
You can have a really diverse clientele, and the ROI is amazing 1 to 2 years.
Wow.
$20,000 to $50,000 to get started.
So that's like the lowest barrier to entry of everything we've talked about.
Yeah, if you're looking to get into renewables quickly and you've got that kind of business acumen,
That's a good option.
this is a great one to consider.
All right. So last but not least, battery recycling.
Yeah.
Now this one, to be honest with you, when I first saw it on the list, I was like,
It doesn't sound as sexy,
it doesn't sound that exciting.
but think about it. The more EVs we have, the more energy storage systems we have, the more batteries we're going to need to recycle.
That's a really good point. I didn't think about that.
It's not just about responsible waste management. It's about reclaiming valuable materials. There's a lot of resources tied up in these batteries, and Texto Collado is saying this is an industry that's ripe for growth.
Okay, so what's the catch?
The challenges are definitely, you're dealing with hazardous materials.
Right.
You've got to navigate evolving regulations. It's not for the faint of heart.
Okay.
But if you can overcome those challenges, the report predicts an ROI of 4 to 6 years with an investment of $300,000 to $600,000.
So it's a little bit more of a longer term play.
Yeah, but the potential is huge. I mean, the supply of used batteries is only going to increase.
That's a really good point. So there you have it, folks. 5 different business opportunities in the world of renewable energy.
Yeah, and it's fascinating to see the diversity, right? There's something for everyone.
Whether you're looking for a quick return or a longer term play, whether you're, a tech person or more of a business person,
And I think what's really exciting is this isn't just a trend. This is a fundamental shift
Yeah.
in how we power our world.
And it's not just about doing good, it's about doing well.
Exactly. You can align your financial goals with your environmental values.
I like that.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up here, I want to leave you with a final question.
Okay.
What role will you play in the future of sustainable energy?
It's something to think about.
Because it's happening whether you like it or not.
That's right.
So might as well get on board.
Might as well be a part of it.
All right. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
We'll see you next time.
See you later.